What's up, guys? My most anticipated video I've ever done on this channel is finally here. At least for me. This is the video I've been most hype about since the dawn of time. Someone hit me just as I started the video. Um, and this is going to be my defense showcase that I've been wanting to make for months now. Um, to be honest, I wanted to make this video about a year ago or 6 months ago, but I couldn't. I didn't have the success I wanted on defense. IGG kept adding things that makes defense even harder, and we finally got good gameplay footage of me crushing the competition. So I'm going to review the most recent Olympia games. And just a disclaimer, I had this footage that I'm about to review pre-recorded, so I'm going to be commentating over it live. This is like 2 or 3 weeks after the Olympia games happened, but yeah, it is actually crazy the journey I took to get here. And I know this is a mobile game. Not trying to make it sound overly dramatic, but actually though the story I have behind getting to where I'm at now for defense is crazy. So I'll be sharing that, and obviously I'll be analyzing the hits as well. So let's get into it. Where is my... All right. Here we go. Why is this... All right. When I pre-recorded this, I put this comment on display at the start of the video because I thought it was really funny. It gets removed in a second though, but funny stuff for sure. Anyways, this journey, just to give some backstory, like I think it's 11 months ago on the dot, maybe even 12 months ago now, so basically a year. I said in one of my videos, I know I'm going to become the best defense. And about a year ago, I was thinking about quitting this game. I was getting bored. And then it's so weird how this happened, but that same day where I was like getting fed up with the game, I was like, why am I spending money on this shit? Like, it's boring. There's nothing to do. I was just testing things around, and I feel like a light bulb just went off in my head where I felt like, oh, this strategy that I just thought of is actually crazy. I have to try it out. And 11 months later, like literally a year later, we are here. And I end up defending basically 50 hits from the strongest guild in the game. And yeah, I guess I'll go over that whole process in this video because why not? This is like 25 minutes of me showing defense replays. I'll share that story with you guys as well as like some really good hits. By the way, I tank FA for the first time in Lord Olympia games. I tank Bamaboy in Lord's League. And, it's one thing to be able to do this. It's another thing to be able to do this with how weak defense is nowadays. So I'm really proud about that. But like I was saying, I think I'm about to show the Apache hit in a sec. Apache actually gets the most amount of points on me of anyone hitting me. And I know he's probably the top 3 strongest accounts in the game. Maybe top 2 now. But he gets nearly 5,000 points. Let's see what he does here. I'll have the replay running in the background. But like, as I was saying, basically a year ago, I was like, oh shit, I can actually become the best defense. Like, I have a vision for it. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the reason this video is that much more satisfying to put out is because I said in a video a year ago, like, oh, I'm going to do it. I finally see it. Something along those lines. And update after update. I actually said this in I made a video recently about the hidden glyphs and why it's a good thing for the game. I made a lot of the points I'm about to make in that video. I actually deleted that video because I watched it again. I was like, cringing at myself for how passionate and argumentative I was, but the points in that video still stand. I just need to chill out, honestly. But the point I'm getting at is every update, which is pretty much every 2 months over the past year, basically put defense a step back in the wrong direction, and it makes offense stronger. And there was numerous occasions over the past year where I literally had to start my defense over from scratch because I would get one shot by people or strategies that I don't think should be one-shotting me. But for example, back when Spirit Steward was added, heroes would die in 1 second at first, even Bamaboy's heroes. I made my base tank for me install out because heroes did nothing. Boom, I spent 2 months trying to work up the best strategy to stall people, and it works really well. And then IGG comes out with an update that makes armor useless, and then boom, I just have to start over again. So to finally be where I'm at now is really satisfying. By the way, kudos to Apache. Not usually known for his attacks, but if you look at this hit, he didn't kill my heroes, but he got the most amount of points. Now, I know technically speaking, the more times you get hit, the harder it is to get points. So I guess you could argue he hit first, so of course he's going to get the most points. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But that was Apache. Proud of tanking that hit, and even more proud that all my heroes were alive. Next, I think I show Guardian here. By the way, I am not by any means showing every single hit in this video. There's no way I can cover all of them. And most of these accounts here, to be fair, are expected of me to tank. So I'll show Guardian. I think I show next. He's actually a real big up-and-comer. He might even be like top 5, definitely top 10 strongest accounts in the game now. Probably top 5 accounts in United 66 right now. Still goes down, but he looks like he puts up a good hit here. So yeah, back to my point. We finally made it. Now, who's to say this will last long? I don't know if it will, but this is what I was working on for over a year here. Which, if you if you zoom out and like understand everything I went through for the past year, at least for someone like me, it is satisfying that glyphs are hidden now. To be able to like protect all this work I put in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I remember like 3 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna be the strongest defense next to Olympia Games. And then IGG added 6 glyph slots or whatever. And then all of a sudden, boom, back to the drawing board. Offense does double damage yet again. And I knew in the back of my mind that this whole time, there's a way. If I just like milk every last ounce of potential that defense can put forth, that I should be able to become the best defense. And the real struggle was not only becoming the strongest defense, which I'm not saying I am. Realistically, you could argue Bama is still stronger than me. This isn't like me trying to toot my own horn, but the hard part about this was not only like creating a strategy that did not involve any of the meta heroes. It was also about like doing it within my budget. I'm obviously a spender, but I actually don't spend that much. Like I shouldn't say that. I spend a lot. Like everyone watching this, especially the free-to-play people, probably think I'm like an oil mogul on this game. But I guess I mean relatively to like the top, 50 spenders in the game. That's Guardian. He actually did amazing. Like I counted it actually at the end of these 50 hits from Unite 66. I think my heroes died a total of like 10 times. So for Guardian to kill 3 heroes, that's really impressive. My defense strategy actually isn't finalized here yet. I'm still thinking about switching things around. You'll notice Anima does a lot of work in this video. Shout out to Alex in One World for putting me on just how powerful Animalass is. Um, Nightmare Morpho dies a lot. Puppet I'm using because he double dips with offense, but the good news from this video actually is I'm aware of ways to improve my defense even more. And I can't wait to implement those changes as well. It's going to take some time. I'm not going to be able to do it immediately, but the amount of stuff I learned from this Lord Olympia Games is just going to make my defense even stronger. Obviously, offense is going to get stronger as well. People catch up to what you're doing. They adapt and evolve as well. But I do have some changes to my defense coming as well that I think will improve my base even more. I don't know if I'll have it ready for the next Lord Olympia Games. The next LLG just got announced. This performance, it's going to be tough to beat, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't have the mana to change things around as fast as I'd like to. We'll see. But this is FA. Probably the second strongest account in the game, next to Bamaboy. Is falling off a little bit because the owner doesn't spend anymore, but never tanked them in the Olympia Games before. And I believe Abe is hitting here, so really strong player on a really strong account. Really happy with how this went. There's some hits actually where Animal Ass tanks like 100 million damage. Now she does have Dagger, so it's, a lot of heroes do that. Penth will do that. Shadow Beast will do that. But Animal Ass is really strong as well. And yeah, if you understood the journey it took for me to get here and the amount of setbacks it took, and still I was like, I'm not gonna quit. I'm still gonna try and make this work. You would understand why it's frustrating that glyphs can be viewed by opponents. Yeah, FA 300 Zafan. I think he had the first level 300 in the game. Tanked him. Let's see who I put next here. Next, I show my very first time I tanked Bamaboy. Now, this is in Lord's League. He said his hits glitched out in Lord Olympia games, so I didn't have a replay from Bamaboy. Who knows if they actually glitched out? I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but who knows? This is Lord's League. The very first time I actually have footage of me beating Bamaboy on defense. And the reason this is impressive, the reason I showed this is because this is actually Lord's League. This isn't even Lord Olympia Games where I'm a stronghold. But he goes down in a minute, which is kind of crazy. And I'll be honest, he's the strongest account in the game. There's just no argument there. And realistically, he can probably beat my base. I don't know for certain because I don't know how many times he fails on me, but I would say he probably beats my base a good amount as well. And boom, goes down in a minute, and my heroes are all alive, which is really impressive. Still not sure what I'm going to do with Sacred Warrior. He's kind of just so clunky. He just kind of walks around and casts his skill. Puppet I might swap out for Shooting Star or Lone Gunner. I want to make Puppet do more damage on offense, but if I do that, he becomes weaker on defense. This is the struggle I have, obviously, but we'll see where I go from here. If you're looking at my gold bars right now, yes, I have over $1,000 in gold bars, and the reason for that is like maybe once or twice a month, IGG adds a 30% bonus to the gold bar shop, which is the single best deal in the game, in my opinion. So I stacked up. I'm a whale. As of this video, I am a whale. By the way, we lost this Lord Olympia Games. In my heart, I think we won because House of Dragons was down 8 people, and we were also down one of our top strongest accounts in the game because it got hacked. So we lost by like 600 points, but I'm really happy with how we did. I'm really happy. And um, shout out to Bugs Bunny. Myself, I tanked like 48, 49 hits. Bugs Bunny tanked like 34 or something. So between us, we literally tanked half of United 66, the entire guild. Um, Bugs Bunny is a beast. I don't know how, but his defense just seems to work. Really old school player. This is Dare to Win. He hit me 3 times. I'm showing the best of the 3 hits here, which is his last one. Some people think Dare to Win, skill for skill, is the best attacker in the game. He's been playing since day one. He doesn't have the strongest account. He doesn't spend as much as other people, but he's really smart. I tried to dissect what he does differently. Honestly, it's hard for me to tell. I actually think he doesn't position his heroes the best on this hit, but I'm not going to criticize it. I'm sure that he knows what he's doing. And I think he uses the machine gun Zafan build with the adept glyph, but I'm not sure. Look at them. Yeah, you can see right here. Look at the popsicles. I think this is another hit similar to Guardian, where most of my heroes die, as well as I think Conqueror killed a lot of my heroes as well. But yeah. The annoying thing about Puppet is his this is a look at this. Look at Animal Ass. Look how much damage she tanked. She didn't do damage though, but she tanked a lot. But the annoying thing with Puppet is his Divine has the same issue Lone Gunner Divine has, where it teleports you into the center of a CK Divine and a Penth Divine usually. And as a result, sometimes they just straight up die. I was thinking about putting Lone Gunner back on base, but his Fortitude is bugged. And his Divine sometimes kills him. I'm not sure why the video's stalled here. I'm probably talking or doing something or other. But yeah, lots of good hits. I tanked. I'm actually working with a video editor. Ants Jose Tom, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's actually like the best video editor for Clash of Lords 2 by far. Most of you watching this might not have seen his content, but he's helping me design an edited video, which I can't wait to put on my YouTube. By the way, if you're watching this far, I will give you bombshell information. Next update is an update that will give tremendous benefit to people that make content for this game, whether that's YouTube videos, Instagram reels, TikTok reels, graphic designs, video edits, whatever you can think of. If you are someone that is not doing it yet, I suggest you get the ball rolling, because next update there's going to be a huge event where you get unique rewards and really good in-game rewards if you make content for this game. I'm the biggest active YouTuber for this game, and I literally just hop on and record myself talking. It's not as hard work as it might seem. Obviously, I have a bigger following nowadays, but outside of me and Sauce, there's really no big YouTuber for this game yet. And I assume a part of why we are popular is because we play on really strong accounts, though, to be fair. But who's to say? This is Conqueror, by the way, one of the strongest accounts in the game. He kills a lot of my heroes as well. I think I actually survived with just 2 heroes at the end here. He kills my animal ass any second now. I do wonder what hero aids these people use, as well as their glyphs. IG should make them public. For all the years that defense was public, I think we should get 5 years of offense. Just flip the script. I speed it up here because he just gets stalled out by my Shadow Beast. Yeah, as you can see. Animal Ass tanked a ton. Puppet Nightmare did not do anything, but somehow his Penth does a lot of damage here. I wonder if that's a bug from Dagger. Sometimes Dagger HP still counts as damage for some weird reason. But yeah, defense really needs an update. The most iconic thing that everyone has been asking for is like a new town hall with new building upgrades. I wonder if IGG doesn't do it because in their mind they're like only the top players are going to benefit from that, or it's not much money because people can just upgrade it with speed scrolls. But IGG, if you're listening to this, just make the next set of upgrades cost reinforcement cores or garrison stones or even power shards. Make the next town hall upgrade cost like a few hundred power shards. I don't know. I would just love that so much. And even better if whoever's designing costumes decides to design like new building graphics for the next set of levels. That'd be amazing as well. I'm sure it can't be that hard. Designing costumes has got to be much more difficult with all the particle effects and animations and all that. It'd be such a refreshing thing to have a new aesthetic, even a new base theme. We have 3 base themes. One of them is useless. Anyways, one of my most common opponents, Adam. This guy hits me a lot in the Olympia games. He's one of the strongest accounts, probably the top 3 spenders. I mean, he is definitely top 3 spender. He also uses a strange loadout. He uses Rose Duelist in his offense bastion. Now, she is level like 262. But, yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't know if he takes advice from his guildmates. I don't know if he has the setup that someone like Abe would recommend for him. Maybe he does, I'm not sure. But another hit tanked from Adam. Towards the end of this Olympia Games, everyone hitting me is getting pretty much 0 points. Matter of fact, the YouTube comment I showcased at the start of this video, that person got 0 points on me when he hit me, so... Karma, I guess, is my response to that. Yeah, most of these people you're seeing, I'm expected to tank. The real highlights are FA, Bamaboy, Conqueror, daretowin, Adam. I show another hit here because he does it much better in the second hit. He lasts a minute in the first hit. He lasts 2 minutes in the next hit. So he probably... I don't know if he messed up his hit the first time. But let's see. Everyone loves the Grateful set on Penth. I see a lot of top people using that. I changed one thing I did this Olympic Games is I changed my defensive bastion midway through because I saw people were like, I don't know. I feel like people were adapting to my bastion. Some people decided not to pop my bastion towards the tail end of the hits, and I actually changed my loadout um, midway through. Adam has such a strong account. It's actually crazy to me. When I watch someone like Adam or Apache hit, even their Bastion heroes, they're not even level 250. They're like level 260. It's just crazy. House of Dragons is trying to recruit people still for this next Olympia Games. We're still down people, um, which is a shame because like when you know it's you and another guild in the grand finals, usually it's nice to have an even playing field. But there's not even enough like top players out there nowadays to even recruit. Sadly, they're all like either stuck in a guild or they're just like lone rangers that don't really want to be involved in a top guild. Um, it'd be nice if like we would get some people from another top guild just to like make the grand finals fair, but sadly we're just down people as sad as it is. Yeah, but I tanked Adam here again. I really wish I genuinely mean this. I wish I could see the glyphs that these guys are using. That would make my defense so much better if I know what glyphs they can use. Um, yeah, in the in the hidden glyph video, I was so passionate, and I watched it again. I was like, bro, chill out. So I took it down because I feel like that amount of oomph I was putting out didn't reflect me overall. I wasn't in a grounded state. I got pissed that people think it was a bad change. It's actually one of the best changes ever. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me speed this up. Who do I show next? Yeah, I think that's it. That's my Olympia Games highlights. It's been, I think, almost a year, if not a year, since I made a defense video because, as I said earlier, it's just impossible. It was so hard to make this work. Every time I would get close to making something work, an update would come out that would just put me a step back. And yeah, we're finally here. I am transitioning to offense more. The hidden glyphs did make me want to come back to defense a bit more, but offense is actually really fun. And knowing that creators are going to get rewards in the coming update, I do want to transition to streaming more. And if I'm a strictly defense player, streaming is going to be really boring. I can't hit people. I can't 3-star top bases. So I do want to try some new things out. And it's going really well. I still need to improve, but yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. And yeah, back to back, really good updates from IGG. They came out with an amazing update just now. Actually, I'll show you the equipment skill for those of you that haven't seen the pistol. It's hard for me to make sense of this. Yeah, I need to see it tested in game, but it sounds OP. Basically, you have a chance to make an enemy hero's HP turn to 1. How is that balanced? I don't know. But more testing needs to be done. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. 30 minutes. Whoever makes it this far, that's crazy. I love you. And yeah,